Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Motortown. We are picking up right where we left off last episode. And if you watched last episode, you saw that we did a really easy, I think it was like an Atlas or something, or a semi-truck and a trailer. It was just a normal tow truck job, and pretty easy, simple, something that we needed to make some decent money. And when we were bringing it back here, I noticed that big boy sitting on the side of the road. So I figure we will start the episode off strong and attempt to save that beast of a bus. And I don't know if the Brutus will be able to do it. It struggled with the school bus. Maybe potentially user error on my part, but we're gonna find out and see if we can do it. As long as I can get it over on its wheels, which I'm pretty sure I can, it shouldn't, now keyword shouldn't, be a problem. But we're gonna find out and see. So let's get this thing set up here like I'm supposed to, and see if we can minimize the damage that it already has to get this thing where it needs to go. See, we'll grab that here. Attach it right there. And that should be decent. Let's grab that controller. That'll help and let that winch out a little bit and give it a little bit of room there. That way if it does flip over, I'm not in the way. So I'm going to do 4 low lock. I'm going to hold in the gear. We're going to throw it in the first. And I'm going to slowly try to get this thing over. There we go. Now what I'm going to do real quick, back it back up. Attach the hook again, right there. Pick up the controller, hop back in, hold in first, and there we go. Ooh, all right. See? It's a lot easier when you learn from your previous mistakes. All right. I'll get that hook in. Now, I'm not going to have a lot of room, so... Ooh. Oh, no. I don't know, this might be a little heavy. Boom down. There we go, boom down. There you go, and we'll just tilt it up a little bit. I kind of want to get just the front off the... There we go. Just enough off the floor. That should be okay. That might drag a little bit. If I'm careful, we should be fine. And let's find out where we're going. with this thing. Oh, we're going literally right there. The issue is those rocks are kind of in the way. So let's back up just a little bit. As long as I go slow, it's only got 8% cargo damage. Okay. That's really not bad. As long as I go incredibly slow. Put it in sport mode to give me a little bit more revs out of it. We should be okay. And again, I'm not going very far. So oh man, look at how much it's kind of hard to turn this thing. And I don't have traffic coming, so that's always a plus. Oh no, we're taking damage, boys. Went from 8 to 20. That stinks. But I think it was just because, yeah, it was the bumpy ground. Nothing I can do on that one. 20% still sucks. 8 would have been way better, but I mean, I did literally like 0 amount of work. So, you know, this, in all reality, not that bad, right? Get this thing in here. So, 5,500, not too shabby. Alright, now that that's done, let's close that up. Let's jump to the map and see what other jobs we have available. Alright, so looking at the map, we have a trunko right down the road. So, very quick, should be fairly easy, and definitely something that the Brutus can handle no problem. So, let us hop in and head down here and get into some trouble. Alright, guys. So it looks like... yeah, it looks like that trunko is just off to the side of the road there. So, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like it's damaged or anything, but let's slide over there real quick and see. It looks like just sitting there, so this should be fairly easy job. I like it. 2 easy jobs in a row. I'm not used to that. Not used to that one bit. Get this down. Hook out. Yeah, it looks fairly even. Hook in. Now, I think that actually releases the parking brake on that truck, if there were one. So, and it looks like we'll have plenty of clearance, because this is a pretty big truck. So, we're going to go boom up as we're tilting down. We don't want that thing too high off the ground. Should be good. And let's do a quick inspection. Yeah, looks like all the tires are up. Looks like we're good to go. Like I said, I see how much that squats down. Definitely going to have to do some upgrades at some point. So let's see where this is going. Literally right down the road. So this is just perfect. Not sure if I can actually drive through those little fences, but all right. 0% cargo damage. And again, I don't think we're going to run into any problems here with this. This is going to be a very easy one to deal with, which I'll take that all day long. Yeah, and I think after this, like I said, guys, I'm really going to need some help on deciding what vehicles I should buy in the future for the transport business. I know there's a bunch on the list, but what should I start tackling first? Would it be fuel? Should I get like a tanker? Because like I said, I know some of these things, it's actually easier for like AI to run some things. Like containers, I think, is a good thing for AI to run. I think maybe milk or fuel. So I'll need your advice on that. Again, I've never really messed with it. I had a container, that one truck that I have that has containers, or that can pull containers, that you've seen in my other videos. I had AI running that for a while, like to meat, cheese, and all that, and I didn't see much of a return. I think if anything, I saw a loss. Now, I know I have heard where it's like, yeah, you'll get a loss out of some of these things, but it's just good for the supply chain, so like I don't have to run the containers myself, which I completely understand that. But again, any assistance that you can provide would greatly be appreciated, because I'm still fairly new and learning, and you know, as I've said multiple times, I know I tend to learn the hard way. If I can avoid the hard way, then that would be great, because you know, who wants to always learn the hard way? I mean, I know I tend to seem to do that a lot, but if I could prevent it, that would be swell. Let's get this thing down. Boom, down. Look at that, almost 10 grand just for that. Not too bad. All right, let's check out the map. Oh no, we have another. Man, we're just another tow truck job. Look at that too. A Tanko. And what else is there? An Atlas. Man, we got a lot of rescue jobs. I guess this could just be a rescue episode. I mean, these are fairly easy, so I guess let's get in this and we'll head down there. Get another call from dispatch. A lot of careless things going on, but all right, guys, we are arriving just down the road on scene, and I think this one again might be fairly easy to do, so I gotta get out of the way though. Let us pull over. And I think the best thing to do is to pull it straight up. All right, well. All right. Now, unfortunately, I think no matter what, this thing's going to incur some type of damage. Just because the bumpy road and whatnot. I think that's just the way it is. So, we'll see though. Where are we going? Right down the road again, so we are going that way. I think the best bet is just to it says 0 damage as of right now. I think, honestly, cutting across this might be the best bet. Hopefully I don't really hit, yeah, hitting a little bit of damage, 1%. I don't think this is any type of drop-off. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... Alright, now park that. Hop out, and if I lift this up just a tad... Damn, stupid buses. They're always making that noise. But 1% damage isn't the end of the world. Looks like this thing is handling it no problem whatsoever. I was surprised, man. I really thought that this thing would struggle. That's a big, big bus. I thought it was like a dump truck or something, so not really sure why. But that, again, I'm not very good with names anyway, so we're only going 1,800 feet. This isn't going to be a very bumpy road at all. Keeping this in sport is obviously the way to go. You just don't want to go too fast. It's only 45 miles an hour anyway, so these have been some absolute cake rescue jobs right now. And big vehicles, no less, so... And again, the very trusty Brutus saving the day as always. So, not bad. Very happy about this. Decent little payouts and very quick jobs, no less. So, at least for this episode, you guys are getting, like, you know, a bang for your buck, even though it's cost you nothing. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes to rescue jobs and whatnot, I mean, this is... Should have a lot of stuff in this episode, which is good, because the easier this stuff is, it's less for me to edit, and you get to see way more things going on. So let's see, we will tilt this down. Look at that, about 10,000, almost 11,000 bucks just for that. That's awesome. Awesome. Let's see, what else do we have? I thought there was another mission. I mean, this one's fairly close too. This is a dual. You have an Atlas semi and a Tanko. That one might be a little tricky. And this is an off-road, pretty much where we just came from. So, you know what? Let's go investigate it. What's the worst that can happen, right? What is the worst that can happen? Well, yeah, this should be fairly easy. All I gotta do is flip that tanker over, hook it to the Atlas, and we should be good. So, hang tight. Let me turn this thing around and get it hooked up the way it needs to be. Alright, this should be good. About right there, I think. Awesome sauce. So let's see. Let's get that up. And let's get that boom out. There we go. Get that nice and high. Alright. And we'll grab the hook. And we'll get it right about there. That should work. Now, as I've learned, we're going to put this in 4-lock low. And we're going to hold out the gear. Oh, no. Oh, man. Let me see if maybe getting the boom up higher will do it. Oh no, that really didn't help. I mean, it did, but... Dude, this guy is strong. Let's push this back. Because the main thing is I want to get this to flip over. Oh. Is it too heavy? It might be too heavy for this thing. Did I find something the Brutus cannot handle? Maybe so. Let's try something else. Did the Brutus finally meet its match? Maybe I'm just doing something wrong here. Where did I put the hook? Pretty cool that this thing can just attach almost to just anything, any part of it at least. Oh man. Maybe lowering the boom. I'm gonna try that one more time. I refuse to surrender. Don't fall over. Yes! Okay. Perfect. Yep. The Brutus can do. I figured it could. Figured it was just user error like always, but now the only issue is this is not where I really wanted it to be because I kinda, and that's not gonna slide. See how off it is now? I was hoping to get this thing on there together, so I may have to take 2 trips with this. So, which isn't the end of the world. Are all the tires up on it? Yeah. All the tires are good, so... I mean, even if I have to go grab the Titan, it's not the end of the world, but... kind of stinks. And there's definitely some damage on it from everything, so... Alright, let's get the boom in. So we don't need that anymore. Get this tilted down. You know, I wonder if I put the hook all the way out, will this attach to a trailer? I'm gonna try it real quick. I've never... Someone told me in the comments that you could. Oh, almost. Holy crap. So that actually works, huh? Oh. Okay. I did not know that this was possible, so... Interesting. Okay. Well, let's just take this. 29% cargo damage. And where are we going? Yep, right where we were before. So, all right, not bad. 29% considering where it was or whatever is not that awful. Yeah, I didn't know that this was even possible or a thing with trailers. I thought they had to be hooked to something. So somebody in the comments on an old video when I did this told me that you can hook this. So thank you for that. Again, that's why your feedback for all of you is very, very important, because, you know, I'm learning still, and that's what's cool thing about this game. I did notice is it's very community based. I actually hate the word community. I think it sounds really I don't know. It's tacky. Sorry, not to annoy anybody, but yeah, helping each other out, kind of having everybody learn while we go. I think that's, you know, pretty significant and a big learning thing, because as much as I love this game, I will say this, they don't tell you much. Like, you have to learn as you go. Whereas some games really walk you through it. I know the developer and everything is kind of doing a better job at it. Oh, very, very hard to stop, hard to stop, hard to stop. And I think on the next update, they're going to have things where you can highlight over like a certain resource and it'll tell you everything that it needs. That's the kind of stuff we need, because right now I have to literally sit and do research, and I'm like, okay, like an H-beam, for example. Of course you're going to run out in front of me, aren't you? Aren't you? Anyway, like H-beams, I have no idea how to do that, right? I have to pull up like motortown.info or find something on Reddit or what's the other thing, Discord, and literally do research like that to figure something out. So still $6,000, pretty dang good. So now we are back. Gonna hook a turn, blow through this bush, and this should be very, very easy to do. So, without further ado, let's see. Hook out. Where's that? There. And we'll hook. Hook in. All right. Whoops. In. And I think we are up off the ground. Are we off the ground enough? Not really. We gotta go a little bit more. We should be good. And I'm pretty sure the parking brake is off. 3% damage. Oh, how did I get 3% damage? That stinks. Oh, you know what? I think earlier when it flipped over, the trailer, it hit this truck. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So there's some rocks. Hopefully that won't cause anything. As long as I go slow, it should be good. Well, that kind of stinks, but it's okay. All right, let's get back over there, drop this thing off. I would say this is probably going to be around like 7,000 maybe. All right, let's get this thing lowered. Oh, wow. Way more than I thought. 10 grand. Over 50 now. So 261,000. Awesome. There's a dumpy. Another dumpy. And I'm over here. Alright, well, you know what? I think we should just keep saving. Keep adding and just doing rescue missions for this episode. Since we have so much. So let's go head over to this dumpy. And see what I can make out of this really quick. Alright guys, we're arriving on scene. I went really wide with that. Let's jump to third person here. Pop my lights on. Oh man. It's on its roof. That says 11 tons too. And it's red, which means this might not be able to do it. It's a big old boy of a truck. Oh, perfect. Just great. Alright, we're going to pick that up just like last time. And hooking it to the bottom of the frame should do the trick. Gonna be a little tricky in the rain here, so I want to kind of get a little bit of a run up. So I'm going to back up just a bit. Ah, I didn't mean to go that far. Oh, see, it's missing a wheel. Now, that took a bunch of bounces, so that's probably not the best thing in the world. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. See, that's why I normally inspect this thing, so makes sense why it flipped now. And definitely going to be grabbing this thing from the rear. I mean, I probably don't need to. I'll have more clearance if I grab it from the front. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab it from the front. Alright. Let us line this up as even as I can. There we go. There you go. And we're gonna boom up. Tilt down. And I think we'll be alright with that. Right now I know it's not off the ground because of the tilt that we're on, but that should be good, so I'm going to try to go slow. 11% is not the worst. Yes, I know. You could see now the red mark at the bottom where it shows wheel, but that should not be an issue. And honestly, I think going straight out the gate is probably the best thing to do. So we're gonna try that. There we go. Just gonna leave it in second because I'm gonna go incredibly slow. 11% damage. This thing's not wanting to turn very much either. And I don't know if that's just because I'm in 4 low. There we go. Oh, yeah, we're good. Much easier. So let me, oh. Well, I hear something, so it sounds like there could be a flat tire. So let me hop on double check. Ooh, see? That is punctured. So it may make more sense. Now, I can use my tire repair kit, but why do that? Interesting. And we're getting a backlog here of people. So, what I'm going to do... So that's why the red popped up. Is because there is a puncture. So I'm going to go really, really slow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over into the grass here, off the beaten path, so that way I'm out of the way of cars. And I'm going to end up grabbing this thing from the rear end. I think it would make more sense. We're just going to do that. Just like that. Now, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. We need more rescues where that is the norm, I guess. Because you don't really see that a lot. So yeah, I am going to grab it from the back here. So let's get out of cone. Don't you hit my cone, boy. That should be enough. So, ooh, I'm running low on gas. Gonna hook, boom up. And that should be perfect. So grab that. Grab that. Don't hit the truck. Alright, so still 11 damage, not a big deal, sorry. Going through this stop sign, I gotta move. Still made it with only 11% cargo damage. Not bad, should be a decent little payout, I'd imagine, because we did have a little bit of where to go. So... $14K. Damn, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Almost to 300,000. It's not bad at all. Well, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for this episode. I know I didn't really do anything out of the ordinary. Just a lot of record jobs popped up. And again, I think those are very fun. They're challenging. Everyone's kind of different. You got to tackle them a little bit different. You see there, it's just, you know, it's those things. But, like I said, I need your help on what to do next, because there are definitely some other jobs and some stuff that I need to explore down south, but I don't want to rent those vehicles. I really want to purchase them. If I have to rent them, I will, but I just think I'm missing out on and leaving a lot of money on the table when I can just invest in them. So give me your info down below on what you think I should invest in and get into. I would greatly appreciate all the insight, as always. For all of you watching the videos, thank you. Please like, subscribe, continue to comment, even dislike if you don't like it. It definitely helps me, the feedback and the channel, and I'm trying to get to that obviously prestigious 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So again, thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.